Good evening, everyone. You're packing soon, end of April, and what I'm picking up on as I tune into this energy is wild because you might think you're packing for a trip, a vacation, a visit, something temporary, something you'll come back from. But the reading is showing me something completely different. Those bags, they're not for a trip, they're for a whole new life. You're not coming back. Not to what you left behind, not to the same situation, not to the same city, maybe, not to the same job, not to the same relationship, not to the same version of yourself. What you think is temporary, it's permanent. What you think is a short departure, it's a complete exit. Let me read what's actually happening here because the energy around late April is massive. Something is pulling you somewhere or pushing you out of where you are. It could be a literal move, relocation, new city, new state, new country for some. You might already have plans forming, might already be looking at apartments or jobs or opportunities elsewhere. Might already feel yourself leaning toward leaving, even if you haven't admitted it out loud yet. Or it's metaphorical packing, packing up an old identity, packing up old patterns, old ways of being that don't fit anymore, packing up relationships that have run their course, packing up work that doesn't fulfill you, packing up a version of life that was fine but isn't what you actually want. And late April is when you finally close those bags and walk away from all of it. What's coming through strongly is money. Financial shift connected to this move, this new life you're packing for. It comes with different money energy. For most of you, that means increase, significant increase. The opportunity that's pulling you somewhere else pays better than where you are. Or the business you're starting takes off. Or the investment pays out. Or the raise comes through. Whatever you're moving toward financially supports you better than what you're leaving. Some of you know this move is coming. You've been planning it, looking forward to it, excited about it. But what you don't know yet is the full scope of what it becomes. You think you're going for one reason, but once you're there, once you've made the move, it opens into something bigger than you anticipated. More doors, more opportunities, more connections, more life than you planned for. Others of you don't see it coming at all. You're going about your life thinking everything's staying the same, and then late April hits, and boom, offer comes. Opportunity appears. Something breaks or something clicks, and suddenly you're making decisions fast, packing fast, moving fast, and your life changes faster than you thought possible. Within days, you're somewhere else, physically or energetically or both. What the reading is revealing about what you're leaving behind, it's not serving you anymore. Maybe it never fully did. Or maybe it did once, but you've outgrown it. The place, the people, the job, the routine, the version of yourself that fits in that environment. It's all become too small, too limiting, too far from what you're actually meant to be doing. And late April is when you finally acknowledge that and do something about it. People are going to be surprised when you leave, when you announce this move or change or departure. they won't have seen it coming. Even people close to you might be shocked because you've been keeping this close, haven't been broadcasting your dissatisfaction, haven't been announcing your plans. You've been processing privately, deciding quietly. And then when you move, it looks sudden to everyone else, even though it's been building in you for months. What I'm sensing about the new life on the other side of this packing, freedom, that's the word coming through strongest. Freedom you don't have now. Freedom to be yourself fully. Freedom to pursue what you actually want. Freedom from obligations that were draining you. Freedom from people who didn't appreciate you. Freedom from environments that were suffocating you. This move creates breathing room you've been desperate for. The reading is showing me new people too. Your social circle completely changes, not all at once, but gradually after this move. You meet people who match your frequency better, who get you, who inspire you, who challenge you in good ways, who support your growth instead of being threatened by it. You find your people, your actual people, not the people you settled for because they were available. Romance energy is shifting with this move too. For those of you single, the new location brings new romantic possibilities. Someone specific might be there. Someone you're meant to meet. Someone you never would have met if you'd stayed where you were. The universe is moving you geographically to create a meeting that can't happen where you are now. This move is partly about positioning you for that connection. For those in relationships, this move might test things, reveal what's real and what's not. Does this person come with you? Do they support this change? Do they rise to meet this new version of you, or do they resist it, try to keep you small, try to talk you out of growth? This move separates relationships that can evolve from relationships that are stuck. You'll know which you have based on how they respond to this transition. What to pack. I mean that literally and metaphorically. Literally, don't take everything. Leave things behind. Donate, sell, release, travel light into this new chapter. Don't drag the old life into the new one through objects and clutter. Bring what serves you, leave what doesn't. Metaphorically, pack your confidence, pack your skills, pack your dreams, pack your resilience, pack everything good you've learned, and become. But leave the doubt, leave the fear, leave the old stories about your limitations, leave the beliefs that kept you small. Leave the wounds that have healed. You don't need any of that in the new life. It'll only weigh you down. The timeline, end of April. That's weeks away. Not months, weeks. So if this resonates, if something in your gut said, yes, that's me when you heard this, start preparing now. Start getting your affairs in order. Start clearing space. Start having conversations that need having. Start positioning yourself so when the moment comes, you can move quickly. What if you're scared? You probably are. Moving into the unknown is terrifying. Leaving the familiar, even when the familiar sucks, is hard. Your nervous system wants to keep you where you are because where you are is known. Even if it's wrong, it's predictably wrong. The new is unpredictable. Could be amazing, could be hard, could be both. And not knowing is scary. But what's coming through in this reading is you're more scared of staying than going. Deep down, under the surface, fear about leaving is a deeper fear about what happens if you don't, um, if you stay stuck, if you waste more years in the wrong place, if you miss your window, if you choose safety over growth and regret it later. That fear is bigger. That fear is what's going to push you to pack those bags and go. Inhale. What I'm picking up on about timing, this is divine timing, not random, late April specifically, because that's when everything aligns. When the opportunity is ready, when you're ready, when the new location is ready to receive you, when the people you're meant to meet are in position, when the universe has arranged all the pieces and it's finally time to move. You can't force it earlier. You can't delay it later. It's happening when it's happening. The reading is also showing me signs. You're going to get confirmation. Before late April arrives, you're going to see signs that this move is right. Synchronicities, repeated numbers, conversations that seem to be speaking directly to your situation, opportunities appearing out of nowhere, doors opening that were closed before. The universe is going to make it obvious that this is your path. Pay attention to those signs. They're breadcrumbs leading you forward. What happens after you've packed and gone? After you've made the move and you're settling into the new life? Relief. That's what the energy shows. Relief that you finally did it. Relief that you trusted yourself. Relief that you left what wasn't working. Relief that the new life is actually better than the old one. Not perfect, not without challenges, but better, more aligned, more yours. And looking back 6 months from now, a year from now, you're not going to believe you almost didn't do this. You're going to be so grateful you packed those bags, so grateful you took the risk, so grateful you listened to the pull instead of the fear. Your future self is already thanking your present self for being brave enough to move. The bags you pack end of April, they're not for a trip, they're for a whole new life, a better life, a truer life, a life that matches who you actually are instead of who you were pretending to be, a life where you're not just surviving, where you're actually thriving. Late April, mark it, feel it approaching, start preparing for it because it's coming, and when it arrives, you're going to need to be ready to move. Pack wisely, pack light, and pack for permanence because where you're going, that's where you're staying.